Hello and welcome to the No Fame Podcast, Null Shore, Episode 10, The Sixth Arcana. The No Fame Podcast is reaching 500 downloads, and we just wanted to say thank you all so much for listening and coming back week after week. Now, without further ado, let's jump into this episode of Null Shore. Yeah, guys, the giant statue ahead of you, now that you're all in one time and place and dimension, looks down at everyone. It's like, yes, I understand this has been a lot, and your friend, like you said, is missing, and, I can certainly do what I can to assist you there. I don't mean ill intention. I'm more concerned about kind of this entire area slipping into the Sixth Arcana. That would be maybe the worst case scenario. Merging two realms like that never goes well. But it's been decaying for quite some time, and if your friend doesn't have much time, then maybe it's worth your time to do that instead.
Do what?
Find your friend.
Well, yes, we were trying to do that. Do you know where he is?
Yes, I have a very good idea. She points over to the clock, the little analog clock that's on the desk. She's like, he toyed with that after I told him not to toy with it. I don't think he could hear me, was maybe the main issue we were having there. And, well, that has been tied in a magical sense to how this lighthouse operates. Unbeknownst to most of the people that live in Null Shore, it is not obviously a regular lighthouse, as my essence is trapped here, and, well, I use it to communicate back and forth and merge the barrier so I can effectively communicate. Your friend toyed with this alarm clock over here, and it triggered the main function of this lighthouse, and he is now trapped in the Sixth Arcana, which she points at you, Ed, which would have been the half moon on the actual beacon. Now, I can try to charge this device again, in case you all decide to venture there. You could take it with you, and if you can't make it back to the lighthouse for some reason, you could set it at the given time, and it would bring you back to your world in the place where you find yourselves.
I'm going to look around at everybody and be like, does anybody understand what's going on?
I think that what she's trying to tell us is that it's 5 o'clock somewhere, so we can... happy hours. We can go anywhere with this clock, this teleporting clock.
Right. Okay, we'll set the clock for... And I don't understand what's going on.
5 p.m.
Yeah, 5 p.m. What time is it now?
It's probably 3 in the morning.
Is there any way for me to get in touch with this other protector that you were talking about?
Oh, well, in all fairness, I thought you were them, and you're not. So I think... I might be able to reach out now that I'm tethered here to this realm. I could try to get them to contact you. It seems like they've been maybe even trying to contact you, but not always able to.
Okay, give them my contact card.
I don't know what that is, but I will I will locate them and make sure they can find you.
All right.
It might have been my fault. Maybe I told them a different realm, as I wasn't sure where I was, to be honest with you. But we're here now.
So, for us to get Dale back, do we need to play around with the alarm clock?
Well, if I give it some of the essence I store here, and she lights the lantern again, and you all kind of like, it's blinding. If I transfer some of this essence here to the clock over there, it could be used as a means to traverse, but it's usually only good for one go. The easier way would be for me to put the essence in the device, and for you all to transmit yourself, like our friend here did, and she points at Ed, to the half moon, which would be the realm of the Sixth Arcana. I wouldn't go to the last. That's not a place for, well, your kind in general.
So, everything that I do is tied to the land. So if we go to this Sixth Arcana, am I going to be cut off from that?
It's still going to be the same land. It's just going to... It shouldn't affect what you can do, but it certainly will feel different. It won't feel alive. It won't feel as vibrant or as natural as it does now.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we got to get Dale.
At this point, I'm starting to question that altogether.
On whether or not we have to get Dale?
Yeah. There's a fucking statue talking to us.
What do we...
You turned into a deer. He's a fucking frog.
You can turn into a deer?
Lantern lady.
I'm Oracle.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense of why you were talking in circles. Cool. What can you tell me about the massive wolves that I've been seeing around?
Massive... Well,
Oh yeah, guys, I've been seeing a lot of very large wolves. They weren't, like, stalking us or anything, so I didn't feel it necessary to kind of bring it up, but...
Was it multiple
Let's
wolves?
get some information.
Or was it one wolf?
It was one wolf. It was like an entire pack just kind of like made this big rat king of wolves.
Well, that
He was big.
very well could have been the protector trying to communicate with you.
Oh, actually, that wolf was kind of who I was trying to get in touch with when I initially rang your doorbell.
Right. That makes sense. Sure. Yes. I
Yes.
understand.
Okay,
It's all coming together now.
so Ed, are you not on board with jumping over into this Sixth Arcana, or do you want to sleep on it? What are you thinking? Because I feel like Chad is up for anything, especially
Yeah, brah.
once Glomin made the comment about it's happy hour somewhere when you have access to interdimensional travel. And I feel like Glomin is always just down to clown.
At this time, I'm quickly making a TikTok like, this is Glomin. We're on the search for Big Dale 6969. Search Team 7.
Search Team 7.
Hashtag Search Team 7 search trending.
I mean, at this point, fuck it. Let's go. I don't understand
Cool.
exactly what's going on, but
Oh, me either.
I feel like we go up, we flip the switch, turn the knob, whatever. We set an alarm clock, and when the alarm goes off, we all wake up and this dream is over.
What if can we bring it with us to do like a dream within a dream? What if we need that?
Oh, wait. If Oracle says that she can juice the alarm clock for a one-way trip, what if we got her to juice that, then we go up and flip a switch, and once we get to the point where we feel we got to get the hell out of Dodge, we just use the alarm clock to get us back here?
Yeah, I think that's what she meant. It's too bad it's not like an egg timer, because then we could just turn it ahead if we wanted to come back sooner.
That's true. Why don't we try that anyway?
Okay.
Let's just do it live.
Yeah, fuck it. We'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
All right,
cool.
tree lady, charge up the alarm clock.
I guess you see me as a tree.
No,
Interesting.
more of a statue, but
She points at Xander.
A wooden statue.
Can you bring that to me? Yes, the thing you were toying with before, but now I need it. And she, as Xander like walks over and picks up what seems like the same alarm clock that the same analog clock, like those old windy ones. And he like brings it over and like places it in her massive wooden hand. And she puts it underneath, and you watch all these like little light particles coming out, like wisping around and going inside of this wind-up clock. And her lantern dims a little bit. She's like, I can't keep doing this with the current state of the tear between your realm and the Sixth Arcana here, but it will suffice. If you take it when you're ready to come back, set it to the same time you have now, and it'll work. Wait, just be aware, I'll be on the other side, but I won't be tethered to the other side, so I'll be kind of seeing all of the things again.
yes,
You won't be able to get a straight answer.
those were an option.
Her wooden face
Ben's
is just
thinking the same thing.
blank. Just like a blank. It's no emotion.
Before we do this, can we take like a rest, because I got slapped with a pretty big brain pain thing, and that really hurt.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you guys
let's
want-
take a breather.
All right.
Chad is already handing out beers to everybody.
Yeah, you guys. If you guys want to mark a short rest, I'll do it for Xander. If anyone who's exhausted, you can get rid of that.
I was
Exhaustion.
thinking a long rest.
If you guys want to take a long rest, that's up to you. Yeah.
Oh, well, it's
Good long
up
rest.
to Ben. Ben, how much of a rest?
I mean, I could get by with a short, but if we have time for a long, I wouldn't say no. Get up
Yeah.
10 o'clock, and
Well, how much time does this Dale have?
I mean, he's
He has all the time in the fucking world. He's
Oh, all right.
yeah, it's
he's
5 o'clock
resilient.
somewhere, right? He'll be all right. He'll make a few more TikToks or something, and he'll forget about whatever's going on with him.
All right, sounds good, bro. I'm down to down.
all right. Long rest
Okay.
in the lighthouse.
I'm gonna wake up an hour early so I can take a dip in the water and do my regular frog things.
Yeah. For sure, that is fine. Yeah, everyone. If you want, you can mark a long rest. I will do it for Xander. Yes. Long rest.
Yeah. The cool thing about taking
Rest, to the long
the
rest.
Circle of the Land, you get the feature the same as wizards get. Like the arcane recovery, I have natural recovery. So on a short rest, I can get back spell
Nice.
slots, which is always a downside of a druid, where you have to wait for your long rest.
Yeah. Amazing.
So I could have made do. With a short.
So yeah, you guys took a long rest. It is now daytime. It's probably
10:30, 11.
I would say close to 10. Yeah, for sure. For sure around that time of day. And you hear like the waves crashing on the shore and seagulls out and about.
Harvesting Glomin.
Squawking. And yeah. Glomin comes back from his dip in the ocean.
Ed's gonna
Something
stand
fresh.
up and crack his back. Kind of, it's just stuff I literally do every fucking day I wake up. And he's gonna light a smoke and just go up and sit down next to the lighthouse light board thing.
Your cigarette goes out, and you hear, "Please don't smoke inside of here. Thank you." And you look over the edge, and the statue is looking up at you.
I'll walk out onto the balcony and light it. I'll throw it away and light a new one because that's gross.
Chad is just going through like yoga poses, like in a downward dog, chaturanga. Yo, do you guys all feel rested? How you feeling?
I fuck.
Anybody want to join me?
I'm good.
No? Okay.
Even the druid is turning down yoga.
I'm a new druid, so
You guys cracked your backs, had a dip, did some yoga, chilling out. But it is, probably like Hidgon mentioned, around 10:30 or so. If you guys wish to, or whatever you guys want to do, really.
No, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, should we just go to this dimension?
who wants to hold the alarm clock?
I can put it in my backpack.
Me.
Oh god, I'll hold on to the alarm clock.
Yes, please.
I haven't actually made the item, so just keep track of it as dimensional alarm clock, whatever.
Yeah, I just have the alarm clock.
Whatever helps you think about it as not a regular alarm clock.
Okay.
And then just before we go in and do this, I'm going to start going live on TikTok.
Yes.
Fucking amazing. You go live on TikTok, and a bunch of your followers, you see the little view count growing.
Yeah.
You see a bunch of
It's
people
gonna be
like
hashtag.
they're in the chat. They're like, "Oh, what happened to Dale's last video was so cool." And like, you're friends with Dale. You guys were in a bunch of TikToks together, and like, the chat is just like blowing up with people talking about Dale, and like, they're like, "Oh, what was that the 3D effects on that statue were so cool." Like, And-
Rowdy. Hey, Rowdy.
yeah.
Did you happen to see a very large wolf last night
In the lighthouse?
near the lighthouse?
No, I haven't smelled or seen anything.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna get you to run home, and while you're home, just kind of keep an eye out, because I think that wolf is trying to get in touch with us. If you see a wolf that is significantly larger than most bears we've ever come across,
Right.
don't attack it.
Okay.
Don't approach it either, but just keep an eye out for me. And when I get back, I will get you a big old tray of sausages.
Yes. All right.
All right.
Deal.
I'll be home soon.
Okay. I'll see you
right.
there.
All right. Good boy.
Rowdy takes off down the boardwalk towards the parking lot and onwards to his journey to your
Massive Irish wolfhound.
I feel like he probably gets loose. Like I feel not gets loose, but I feel like you just kind of let him do his own thing sometimes. And this is
He
just
absolutely does his own thing.
what he does. You guys find yourself up at the top.
It's easy to train a dog when you can talk to it.
Yeah, yeah. Sit. All right.
What are you gonna give me?
Attitude.
Yeah. I don't see any sausages.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, sausage is fully a currency for him.
That's what the SP is in your inventory. It's not silver points.
Sausage points.
Sausage points.
Sausage packages. Sausage packs.
Yes, yeah, sausage packs. Little breakfast ones. Fuck yeah. But yeah, what's the plan?
Well, once everyone's upstairs,
We're gonna go upstairs. Yeah.
Once everyone's upstairs, Edge is gonna flick, and I assume they probably just like disappears at some point or gets like flung towards the ocean or something, because I just imagine that she's like paying very close attention to where that cigarette is.
I was gonna say, like, even before you said that, I was thinking, like, when you flick it, a like gust of wind carries it like a little bit further.
And as soon as everyone's upstairs, without even saying anything, Ed's just gonna go over and flick the switch over to the
Hey, we should all be touching each other just in case, you know.
click.
Everything like everything goes a bit hazy as the switch flicks over, and all of a sudden all the light dims, and as you're looking out through the windows again, it's this bleak, deep gray sky with a dull glow behind the clouds, and everything feels a little bit more sad, might be the easiest way to describe it. You feel a little bit like kind of depressed even just being here. And these little dark globules are
I immediately
up.
put Ed on suicide watch.
These little globules are kind of just like floating up from the ground. But yeah, you're now in one of the dimensional lighthouses inside of the Sixth Arcana.
Anybody else feel sad?
Yeah.
I feel pretty much the same.
Well, whatever. Glomin's gonna get out his dance mat and perform.
Yeah, I love it. Xander has a Bluetooth speaker he drops for you. Are you inspiring anyone, or are you just doing this?
Cheers up. Yeah. I'm just doing it just to like not inspire anyone, but just a general cheer up the mood.
All right, give me a performance check just to see what happens.
You bet.
9. even you. Not at disadvantage anymore. You're just normal, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Even you, Glomin, your dance moves, you just don't quite feel it. You're trying to like get in the groove, but it just doesn't really stick.
All right, well, I feel better.
It was a good try. Let's go.
Thanks for that, Frog. And I'll open up the hatch and head down.
Amazing. Yeah, it's not the decrepit, broken boards. They're very incredibly dusty. Ed, since you were the first one, just give me a perception check.
No.
Okay, you don't have to.
24.
24. You see 2 sets of footprints, and one is going up, and then another is going back down, like ahead of you.
This is insane. Do I recognize the tread of the boot?
Give me an intelligence check. This is going to be fucking ridiculous. Just give me a
15.
15. It looks like a sneaker for sure. You can't tell the make of it. Like it's got like little rivets like a sneaker would, not like a, you know how like you look at the bottom of a boot and it's like big squares and shit like that.
So it's not standard issue military or anything. Like this isn't Stargate.
Yeah, it's not Stargate or some kind of fucking Cloverfield project bullshit or something.
It feels like it could be a Cloverfield project. All right, cool. I won't mention it and lock down.
I'll be right behind him.
Yeah, I would follow as well.
Honestly, it just wouldn't surprise me to see footprints there, and they're probably just what's his name's anyway, Dale's.
You guys make it to the bottom, passing by the bunks and stuff. Even the bunks look with that perception check, actually, I'll say that you notice even though the sheets are they look kind of old and dirty, and obviously everything is coated in like this weird gray dust, like this deep gray dust, not like looking at, your fucking nightstand and it's got like a little bit of dust on it. It's like this deep gray. And you notice that some of the beds have been, or at least some of the sheets are kind of thrown about a little bit.
Do I notice the Do I notice the footprints with my passive perception?
I'll say Ed probably could have pointed them out, I would say. It wouldn't have been hard to spot either way, but yeah.
And do they... I just want to know, are they Dale's? Like, are they the same size as his feet? Being the guy who ordered his uniform for the I would know what size government issued boot that I had to get him. So are they the same size as that?
That is a very incredibly well made point. Give me an investigation check with advantage, I'll say.
I would have to say though, even if my boss ordered me a shoe, they still wouldn't know what my size. They wouldn't remember that.
Yeah,
I feel like Ben would. Ben hauls out his little notebook and just flips through.
15.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Ben's got one of those like invested, like like the journalist notepads that kind of flip open.
Yeah. You had Dale tell you like what size pants he wears, what size shirt he wears, and you ordered like a large shirt anyway, and you ordered him like, and you take a look.
Growing boy needs to fill into his clothes.
Yeah, and it looks you kind of size it up with your shoe, and it looks like it could be around the same size that Dale would probably wear. Yeah.
All right, I'm content with that.
And both look like the same footprints. Like the ones going up are the same as the ones going down.
Okay. Let's keep going.
All right, Ed's going to.
I'm pretty sure these tracks are Dale's, Ed.
Figured.
Do they go outside?
As you guys make it to the bottom, they go back to the door, and you see the statue is now like looking at all of you, and it's like, you just missed your friend. They were here.
All right, thanks. And Ed will walk down the door, or go down the next floor.
Yeah, we don't have time for this.
As you pass by, because you guys gotta walk around the statue to get out through the door, the giant wooden hand stops you on the shoulder, and the face gets very close.
I can't handle another hit.
And she looks at you and she says, when the storm starts, it will be bad. And she looks somewhere else. She goes, it was a very bad storm, wasn't it? And she looks back at you. When the storm starts, you'll want cover. And then she goes and stands back up again. She's like, no, don't toy with that. Hello? Yes, I'm down here. And you guys make your way out through the front.
All right, I appreciate the heads up, but you still creep the hell out of me. Best of luck, Oracle. We'll see you on the other side.
Oh, my name's Oracle. I should have mentioned that. There are other oracles, but I am Oracle.
Wait, are you in touch with one another?
Well, I am Oracle. I am the Oracle. We have many of us.
Do you have a hive mind? Last question, then I'm leaving.
No, we exist independently.
She's Officer Janie Nurse Joy.
Yep, that tracks.
Damn it! Now the statue just looks like a giant Nurse Joy.
Yep. Yep.
Boop boop boo doo boop.
All right, I follow Ed at the door.
Chad leaves a beer as an offering to the statue just in front of it, and then follows and walks out the door.
You lay the beer down, and a puff of like the dust kind of flies up, and you guys walk out of the lighthouse. And as you kind of stand there, you're still a little bit up above the town itself, but it's all of the trees are black and charred, and a lot of them are like kind of overarching, and the branches are curling down, whereas a lot of the trees you're used to were kind of like pine trees, kind of like the nice little triangle shape. These trees almost look menacing in themselves, and the ground is kind of broken up, and huge rocks have been jutting out in random locations. there is like a vague path, it seems, that has been kind of, maybe it was cut out here, or maybe it's some echo of the world you guys came from, but it seems like a vague path is going towards where you would expect. In the distance, you don't see any lights, but you do spot Beacon Mountain, and it's not nighttime, but it is dull and gray. It's like, when you get like a really dull day, like when it's like a big storm is coming and it seems like it's about to turn fucking nighttime. That's kind of the vibe. And Beacon Mountain has like a huge piece missing out of it, and it's a blanket of black of all the trees leading up to it. And you see like some spots cut out where maybe the town could be the town you're used to. It's kind of, you're too far to really make out details. Even if this was your normal world, it would be hard to make out details during the daytime. But that's kind of the site. And again, these little globules are still floating up from the ground, and they kind of disappear.
The second
is
I
Ed's
get
truck
outside,
there? Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Is Ed's truck there?
You don't see you don't see anything in the parking lot. Like once you guys make it to where the parking lot would be, which is like a 2-minute walk, there are no cars or anything around here. There's a bunch of like roots, and they twist and turn up through like cracks in the ground, and a lot of them have like sharp thorns and whatnot.
Ed puts his keys back in his pocket.
Beep, beep. Beep, beep.
Yes, Benward.
When I got outside, I was just going to try and cast like mold earth to kind of like smooth out a patch of ground, just to test if my druid juju works here.
You cast mold earth, and normally it's like kind of like playing with clay, like you're used to, just like kind of like feel like you're actually tossing it back and forth with your hands, but it kind of feels jagged, and it smooths out, and then as soon as you finish casting the spell, it kind of starts to crack and crumble. Like the magic was kind of holding it, and then as soon as you let go of the magic, it starts to fall apart on its own.
Gross. All
I have a
right.
question about the little black thingies, like the little things floating up.
Yep.
Do they go through us, or do they hit off of us?
You kind of hold your hand out, and you see like one just like float up, and then it doesn't pass through.
I'm gonna look on my hand. Does it look like it's like pretty much what's forming this dust?
It seems like, there's like a little mark where it like poofed into your hand.
Cool. I guess we're gonna be walking. And
did we see any more footsteps once we got outside, or no?
Give me a perception check.
Five.
classic Chad.
You take a look. You get distracted with Ben moving the ground.
Ooh.
I figured Ed would have been the one tracking, since he noticed them.
That's a good point. I feel like I see Chad looking around.
And I mean, you're a guide.
That's true. Yeah, I'll have a look at see if there's any more footprints.
Give me a perception check.
Would that be
Can I assist him?
perception or survival? Doesn't really matter, but
You can do survival. Yeah, that's fine. I'll say you can assist him. Yeah.
so is that advantage?
Yes.
Okay, that's
Yep.
14 and 7.
Nice.
So I'll go with the 14.
I'll go with the 7. It seems like there is like a faint wind here, like not enough to, affect you guys, but you see it's moving some of like the layer of dust that kind of hangs, and even actually when you're looking down, the ground seems darker than, like, if you kind of bend down, it's like a distance thing. It seems like the ground is visibly darker. And you see this wind is blowing some of the dust, and you figure maybe it might have filled in some of the tracks, but it does seem like there is this one path, which would have been the normal road you guys would have driven down originally.
I will say those things.
Well, I guess we
All right,
better
let's
keep
go.
on keeping on.
Yes. Took the words right out of my mouth, Chadworth.
High five.
Ed walks away.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You guys...
What's going on with TikTok Live? Am I still connected, or am I is my phone bugging?
Sorry, I got caught up in describing and thinking about things. So we're gonna rewind time a little bit. Anyway, you go live, and as soon as Ed flicks the switch, when you're like, "Oh, shouldn't we touch each other?" and Ed flicks the switch. I need you to give me a luck roll, and it's going to be a tough one. You're going to need above a 15.
It's just a D20, a luck
Just
roll.
straight D20. You're hoping to get above 15.
All right. Ooh, a 9.
You see, as you're looking, you're kind of, you've got like the front-facing camera going as you're doing this like little live thing, and as soon as the switch is flipped, your screen dulls, and it's not even like the app quit. It's just like your entire operating system on your phone just completely died, and you just see a string of random numbers and letters like whizzing by your phone, and then it stops, and it looks like complete gibberish. And then your phone starts to get hotter and hotter and hotter, and you click you click the button on your phone, and you assume your video ended.
Oh, great. All right. Well, I'll put it in my pocket to cool down, I guess.
Yeah, you guys are. What's? I mean, there are quite a few like locations in Null Shores. What's the game plan for you guys? Like, where are you heading?
After we go down the path a little ways, Ed will just stop and when I was up at the top of the lighthouse, I took these pictures, and he'll take out his phone. And does it work?
Yeah, you take a look and you see that the pictures you took are still on your phone.
And I'll just show them to everybody and be like, you can clearly see these two locations from the top. I don't know if it has anything to do with anything, but that European dude was talking about triangulation, and it looks like a bit of a triangle.
Yeah, well, you know what? No, I'm not gonna speak for Xander at this point. I'll leave it. And I want to ruin that interaction in the future. So what? Just a reminder. What Ed saw was that there was a point downtown, and the now kind of broken Beacon Mountain in this Sixth Arcana that you're in formed what looked like a perfect triangle, and he kind of took a picture, and you see, like, from the perspective of the picture, it seems like they're equal distant from the lighthouse.
That picture, does it look, if it's downtown, does it look like the bar where Dale worked? Because that was the place that I was thinking we could go to, because
Well, I mean,
I feel if this is a new space.
there is like some like statues and monuments and stuff downtown, but everything in the downtown area is kind of close by. So the bar and the shipyard inn that Glomin and them were staying in, all of those things would have been fairly close to each other in the downtown area in general. Like, it's not a huge area by any means.
Okay.
And like, so from the picture, it's
let's
hard
head
to tell
to
detail, but it's, it's like, oh, that's downtown, but it's hard to be like, that's this exact point downtown.
All right. Well, should we head to a place where he would be familiar with and comfortable with?
Well, Glomin.
Because by the looks of it, the things that exist in our world exist here. So,
Kind of. But, Glomin,
Mm-hmm.
where was the last place you seen him on that Tic Tac thing?
The last place I was what, sorry?
The last place you seen Dale on that Tic Tac thing.
Oh.
I thought it was the lighthouse.
Well, I meant
think so,
before
too.
he, like, went weird.
I pull out my phone and show it, and it's like dead or whatever.
Dead.
Yeah.
Bricked it.
Well, my phone's working. I
Oh,
don't know
just Google Big Dale 69.
Wait, he was on the shore. He was on the waters. Well, he was by water or something, wasn't he? The one before that.
Well, I thought he was like in a room somewhere doing something.
That was in the
that was
lighthouse.
inside the lighthouse.
Oh,
And she said that he played with the alarm clock, and then it went. So maybe he was doing the video of him playing around with these things, and that's when he went all fucking.
Ed is going to attempt to install TikTok on his phone. So I'm going to make an electronics check. That's a 9. How many viruses do I download?
When you open your phone and you open the app store, almost the same thing as Glomin is. It looks like your phone completely crashes with a 9. Sure, we'll count that as a luck check. And you get a string of letters and symbols and pure gibberish, and then it starts heating your phone, and you just kind of quickly click it off.
Yeah, this fucking thing never works. Ben, you try your phone. You got one of them TikToks in there?
I pull out my Motorola StarTAC
Okay,
and flip
never
it
mind.
over, pull the antenna up.
What about you, Chad?
Okay, yeah, Chad can pull out his phone and try TikTok.
No, man, phones fry your brain.
Give me a luck check.
10.
A 10. Not quite as bad, but you open your phone and you go to connect, and you don't have any cell service.
Sorry, guys. Looks like we're out of range.
Of what?
5G. Come on, man. Get with the times.
What do you need money for?
You know what? You're right. It is way better to live. I can't remember the word for people who don't want possessions, but that's okay.
Minimalistically.
And he just like drops his phone on the ground.
Just drops his phone.
You're just gonna leave your phone there.
Yeah.
You're right. I don't need this $1,300 device.
Chad, as you drop your phone and like a little puff of all the dirt and dust, you look down and see there's like a little like metallic like little fold kind of catches your eye.
I'll bend down and look at it. Like dust it off some more.
You pick it up and it looks like a big chew bar, like the wrapper, but the wrapper looks like it's been sitting outside for 50 years. Like the color's drained, and it kind of, even though it's like that metallic-y foil, it starts to like kind of crumble a little bit.
Oh man, did I sleep in Rip Van Winkle Dale? Does he like these big chews?
Big Chew? No, I'm thinking Big Turk. Is Big Chew a bar?
Okay, you can throw away your phone, but like if you're going to be picking up garbage the whole time, this is going to take a while.
Also, the dust, when that kind of flutters up, is that like when something like hits the, like, does it just kind of like shoot out, or is it kind of like underwater, where like when you kind of like hit, it kind of plumes?
It's kind of like
around.
underwater, yeah. It's not like a jettison. It's just like reacting to disturbance.
Chad bends down to pick up his phone trying to do it while nobody's looking.
Yeah, you guys start walking towards making your towards the downtown area. It's a bit of a walk for sure. I'd say it's going to take probably the better part of 2 hours to kind of like walk there. Everything, as even though like jumping felt differently, even like walking feels not like it's lighter or easier, but it's like you're feeling weighed down on an emotional level. Like it's the further you're trudging, it's more of a burden, and you keep kind of shaking your heads as you make your way there. I need everyone to give me a Constitution saving throw. I'll do one for Xander. Xander.
Fuck.
Ah, wait, never mind.
I got a natural 1.
Oh,
Xander got a 14.
I got a 15.
I wasted that natural 20 on the battle boats check.
10.
10.
I got an 11. I rolled a con check, but it's the same for a saving throw.
11. Nice. Woof. That's a lot of you are underneath the you all feel like you kind of just need to take a minute. Ed, you just full on like kind of sit back. You're having all these memories kind of rush forward of your wife, and your daughter's been away for quite a while and you haven't spoke to her in a little bit, and you kind of just need to like sit down and kind of get things in check. And Glomin and Chad you did pretty well, but Glomin and Ben, you guys kind of pop down next to Ed, and Xander is kind of standing there like, are we taking a break? Are you guys okay?
Ed's gonna sit down and just take out his phone, realize it's still fucked, put it back in his pocket, and just sit back. And he's gonna reach around and to get his wallet, and finds out it's not there. Ed'll just sit back down and light up a smoke and be like, "Yeah, I just need to sit down for a minute."
Can Chad get a read on Ed for like how he's feeling?
Yeah, Chad, you and Xander kind of are the only ones. The two of you are just the only ones still standing right now. You can do an insight check for sure.
Ooh, that would be a 21.
Oh shit. It seems like Ed is taking this the worst out of everyone. Ed seems really kind of down the dumps. The other two, Glomin and Ben, kind of just seem like they look a little bit gaunt, like a little bit, Glomin looks a little bit grayer than green, and they both took a seat next to Ed. And you kind of look over the group, and obviously it seems like the longer you guys spend in this area, it's really taking like a mental toll. And you kind of put this together.
Okay. Chad, in frat boy style, the only way he knows how to show affection is to put a hand on Ed's shoulder and gives him a nod, and then just puts a beer in his other hand. You got this, bro. And then he just kind of backs away.
Ed just kind of like side eyes him a bit and is like, "Thank you."
As you guys are taking like this moment, there are like houses, kind of like the frames of houses. It looks like they were once built, not modern houses, but you see like, stone frames, but the wood looks like charred and broken. Everything is, again, covered in this like kind of dust. You can see broken off trees, and some of the trees look burnt as well. And Chad, you did the best out of everyone in that role. You notice like you're looking at everyone sitting, and Xander's kind of behind you, and then beyond them, you could swear that the ground kind of, or the the deep layer of dark kind of just moved slightly.
You know what? You guys just chill for a second. I'll be right back. And he's just gonna walk in that direction a little bit, like rubbing his eyes and then squinting to see if like he can see the movement again.
Yeah, you start to move closer. Give me a perception check as now you're kind of getting in there.
13.
13. You're thinking like it might have been a trick, of kind of the atmosphere that you're in right now. Nothing really makes sense the same way it did maybe back home, and you're kind of thinking on that line of like, oh, maybe that's just things look a little bit different at a distance here. And then you go to turn around, and the distance that you covered between the group and yourself, you see something kind of like a wave, like almost like a calm sea, as the kind of does that motion, but now between you and everyone else.
Ooh. I don't like that. I got the chills from it. Yeah, Chad will see that and just kind of run back to the group and like, all right, guys, I think we gotta keep moving. I think we gotta get some pep in our step. Let's hop up. Come on, boys.
Are you just like beelining it to the?
Yeah.
All right. I need you to give me a strength saving throw.
Oh. Okay. I'm not terrible at these. Oh, that's only an 8 total.
You run straight through where you saw this wave of dark on the ground between you and the group, and you step, and it feels like kind of like when you were under the water and you felt that weird squish slime feeling. And as your foot hits, this black tentacle wraps around your leg and you fall face first onto the ground. Everyone else behind sees, with the sound of Chad falling, you guys kind of look over your shoulder, and Xander kind of is looking that way, and you see 3 and 4 more of these like tentacles whip up around where Chad has fallen. And that's where we're going to end our session. Spooky stuff. Thank you all so much for listening to the No Fame Podcast, Null Shore. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or checking us out on Podchaser, please leave us a review, as it really helps our podcast grow. The best way to support the show is to just tell your friends and follow us on social media to keep up to date with everything we're doing. Otherwise, you can check us out on Patreon. That's patreon.com/nofamepod. All other links are at nofame.ca. Thanks for listening, and we will catch you later on.
Oh, I just thought on 2 things. The first thing was, I forgot that this isn't what's the other game, Savage Worlds. And when I opened up the character sheet, I was like, right, I got to go to level 4 now. And and then I was like, no, wait, that's a different game. And then that reminded me of something I've been seeing on Instagram. I think about people were talking about proficiency in D&D, and people are saying that instead of using a proficiency
dice
bonus,
I've been talking about that.
And I was like, I'm
obsessed with it
a few times.
I totally did. I was like, that's a cool idea. And I was like, wait, that's just fucking wild dice from fucking Savage Worlds, man.
Yeah, because if you look at proficiency dice, they go from proficiency goes from 2 to 6, right? So basically, that's just the average of all your dice up to a D12, right? So when your proficiency is +2, your proficiency dice is a D4. Then you go up to a +3, which makes your proficiency dice a D6. Then 4 is a D8, and right, D10, D12. And then if you have, expertise in something, then you roll 2 proficiency dice. All right.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I do like that idea.
if they came out with proficiency dice in D&D Beyond,
Yes.
you would never get me playing with proficiency bonuses ever again.